With Fayette County Public Schools are no longer heading to Rupp Arena for a convocation. The district deciding over the weekend to cancel their plans for a high-profile speaker instead of letting teachers. Instead, they're going to let teachers take a work day.
WKYT's Kristen Kennedy first broke this story for us, and she's following up the developments today.
We know the district signed a contract with Ron Clark. They were paying him more than $26,000 to come speak to staff at Rupp Arena. And it looks like he gets to keep that paycheck. The contract we got from FCPS says if they, the sponsor, cancel within 60 days of the event, then they have to surrender the entire payment. This is how the contract reads in full. Sponsor agrees to surrender the deposit if the cancellation is made in advance of 60 days of the event date. Sponsor agrees to surrender the entire amount if the cancellation is made within 60 days of the contracted event date. When Dr. Liggins sent the email to staff Saturday, we were 10 days out from convocation. Another question we want answered, is the district on the hook for the bill to rent Rupp Arena? We're checking with Dr. Liggins' office. We're also checking with Central Bank Center. For WKYT Investigates, I'm Kristen Kennedy.
And as of news time, we are still waiting for those answers. We have not heard back from FCPS leadership or from Central Bank Center. We requested information on the back-to-school event because of a tip from a viewer. If you have something that you want us to look into, you can email investigates@wkyt.com.